So al-mu'amalat, these, when you say al-mu'amalat, I'm talking about interpersonal dealings. When a person deals with another person, when a businessman deals with another businessman, when I talk to you, when you talk to me, yeah, or when I got to marry, my daughter to someone from your society, or when you have to marry your sister to these things, or when someone dies, all of these things, these transactional deeds, they change from time to time. Yeah, which is why Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Quran, in that wonderful ayah, الذين يتبعون الرسول النبي الأمي الذي يجدونه مكتوبا عندهم في التوراة والإنجيل يأمرهم بالمعروف وينهاهم عن المنكر ويحرم عليهم الخبائث ويحل لهم. When you look at this ayah, wonderful ayah, and also a similar ayah, ومصدقا لما بين يدي من التوراة ولأحل لكم بعض الذي حرم عليكم. So what I'm trying to say, with the help of these two ayahs, is that back in time, with certain other nations of the past, there were certain things that were not halal for them. There were certain things that were haram for them, and they have been made halal for us. Reverse is also true in some cases, that there are certain things which were halal for certain other nations in the past, for a few nations in the past, but they are haram for us now. For instance, now, the first thing, back in time, during the time of Adam alayhi salam, every time Adam would become a father, he would become a father of a twin, one boy and one girl, one male child and a female child would be born every time Adam alayhi salam became a father. So each pregnancy, two are delivered, a male child and a female child, a baby boy and a baby girl. The second pregnancy, another baby boy, another baby girl. Now, the first twins would marry the second twins, cross. Yeah. So the son from the first pregnancy would marry the daughter from the second pregnancy. The son from the second pregnancy would marry the daughter from the first pregnancy. This is how they would crisscross, which is why Allah Azza wa Jal talks about that, that case. وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ بَنِي آدَمَ بِالْحَقِّ إِذْ قَرَّبَا قُرْبَانًا فَتُقُبِّلَ مِنْ أَحَدِهِمَا وَلَمْ يُتَقَبَّلْ مِنَ الْآخَرِ. Why do you think that there was a heated, not just argument between Habil and Qabil, but also Qabil went on to murder Habil? Why? Because he refused to marry the one he was supposed to marry. He said, no, instead of marrying your sister, the one that was born to you, together with you, I would marry the sister that was born, together with me. So that's what Qabil said. And Allah Azza wa Jal. Anyway, I'm not, if I get into that story, it would be longer. So what I'm trying to say here is, back in, those days, marrying your sister, your own sister, was halal, because that's how family had to move on. That's how, reproduction had to move on. And now it is absolutely haram. Not only that, back in the time of Yaqub alayhi salam, if in Sahhat hadihi al-riwayah, if the narration is correct, some people say that Yaqub alayhi salam had two sisters that he had gotten married to. Yaqub alayhi salam married two siblings. He had both of them as his wives. So that conditions apply here. I'm saying in Sahhat hadihi al-riwayah. If this riwayah, if this narration is true, is what I'm saying. So even if you, for the sake of argument, say that it was true, he married two sisters back then, Yaqub alayhi salam. Now, Allah Azza wa Jalla has clearly forbidden it. Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran, وَأَن تَجْمَعُوا بَيْنَ الْأُخْتَيْنِ إِلَّا مَا قَدْ سَلَفَ. You cannot marry two sisters at the same time. So these are the changes in the interpersonal dealings that have taken place.